What is change leadership? Isn't it the same as change management? And isn't change management the same as project management? These are questions I hear from my clients and my newsletter readers and my LinkedIn community. And they are perfectly valid questions, though I admit it makes me a little sad that the distinctions between these three aren't more widely understood. Why do I care? Because I'm a change leadership specialist in a world, today's crazy world, where things are changing faster and more significantly than ever before. The rate of change has increased. I don't think I need to tell you that. And it shows no sign of decreasing. I'm Grace Judson, and my work is all about change leadership, about how we can navigate through change in our organizations and our lives with a lot less frustration and a lot more willing participation. There are links below, down there, to check out more of my work as well as to follow me on LinkedIn. So, what are the differences between change leadership, change management, and project management? Let's start with the two that have management in their names, change management and project management. These two, in my view anyway, are essentially equivalent. You could argue that project management is more about the nitty-gritty practical details of getting tasks done, managing the plan, managing the timeline, and managing the resources, whereas change management might include more of the strategic awareness and initial planning process. But in the end, these two are very closely related. So change management and project management are about the tactics, as I said, the plan, the timeline, and the resources. Change leadership is about the people aspect of change, and it too includes three components, though they might surprise you. It starts with understanding the neuroscience, how our brains react to the unknown, to uncertainty, and how we tend to feel anxious about change that's outside our control, which, let's face it, organizational change is very definitely something that is usually mandated by senior leadership and not something we as individual employees or even, yes, the project managers have a whole lot of control over. When we understand the neuroscience behind how we react to change, we can then understand that this isn't just a matter of willpower or motivation. It's a truly hardwired response that has to be worked with, not powered through. Second in the triad of change leadership is our environment, our immediate surroundings, which is always perfectly designed to keep us exactly where we are. You've probably read the personal change advice to, for instance, put your gym clothes out by the front door the night before so you'll have that much more likelihood of actually going to the gym in the morning. That's an example of changing your environment in order to change your behavior. Within an organization, it's the same sort of thing. What can we tweak in the environment? And it doesn't have to be anything big, but something that will help shift perceptions and perspectives in the direction of the change we want to create. Third in the triad of change leadership is identity. Personal, professional, team, department, and organizational. And yes, we all have personal and professional identities. And yes, our team, department, and organization all have identities as well. We're often not entirely aware of what those identities are. But even when it's completely unconscious, or I should probably say especially when it's completely unconscious, that sense of identity can keep us glued to our current situation and resisting attempts to create the change we've been told needs to happen. The ways in which we can work with these three things, the neuroscience, our environment, and the various identities, these are all part of being an effective leader of change versus a manager of change. As one of my favorite people, Rear Admiral Grace Hopper, once said, "You don't manage people, you manage things, you lead people." And that's what's really at the core of this. You can manage the things of change, but you need to lead the people through the change. Okay, I know I haven't given you any of the how around this, which of course is a very big topic, far too big for a brief YouTube video. I do have more information on my website, of course, as well as a complete online course on change leadership. All those links are down below in the video description. So, thanks for listening. I hope there were some aha moments in this for you, and if so, or if you have questions, I would love it if you'd leave a comment and let me know. I always come back to answer comments and questions. And you know the drill. If you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click that button, then click that bell so you'll be notified about new videos. And then go forth. Think about the differences between change management and change leadership, and think about how you can start leading your team through change as well as managing the change initiatives you're responsible for. Take care.